everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be my skincare routine both in the morning and at night. I will start with my morning skincare routine because I love keeping it very minimal and mean. So I basically use just 3 products and that's it. The first product I use is a cleanser. And this is my Dior Gentle Foaming Cleanser with Velvet Peony Extract for dry or sensitive skin. I love using this because it doesn't lather up and create like foam on my face, which is very bad because it can tend to dry out my skin even more because I do have skin that's more on the dehydrated and dry spectrum, but this doesn't do that at all. It does stay foaming, but it doesn't do that at all. This is just a little bit misleading because the word foaming can just be a little bit off-putting, but don't be off-put by this word because it doesn't create any sort of foam or lather up or anything like that. It's very gentle. I wash it off and it doesn't leave my face feeling too squeaky clean and dry, which is awful, especially if you have skin that's similar to mine. And yeah, overall, I really love it. I've been using this for the past 3 years. I do not see myself stopping using this anytime soon because it's absolutely amazing and it's accessible and it's not too expensive. And again, my skin is very important for me and I love using products that are, that I know are, great and that work well with my skin. The second product I use is a face cream, but I think about it in a different way. I know that I'm going to leave the house and I know that I'm going to be exposed to the sun, and I know that the sun can tend to be extremely damaging. It can cause premature wrinkles, it can cause aging, it can cause, cancer, melanoma, all of those awful things. So for me, using sunscreen is absolutely a must. I use sunscreen that's kind of, moisturizing as well so that it can double up both as sunscreen and as a face cream. So I use the Moraz Face Sun Saver Polygonum Sun Protector Face Cream. It has an SPF of 50 and it's broad spectrum. So basically it protects against both UVA and UVB rays. It's really good. It's very moisturizing and potent. It can be a little bit too moisturizing and a little bit kind of tacky on the skin, but it does protect my skin and it does moisturize at the same time, which is all I want. I don't care if it's going to take a little bit longer for it to kind of absorb into my skin. I can just apply it first thing and then get dressed and then do my makeup. It's not that big of a deal, so I really like it. And then lastly, of course, I have to moisturize my lips, so I use the Nuxe Reve Miel lip balm. It's great stuff. It performs beautifully. In the summer it is very creamy. In the winter it's a little bit dry, but with the warmth of the lips and your fingers, it just melts down and moisturizes the lips like nothing else that I've ever tried before. So I really love it. So this is all I do in the morning. Now let's move on to the night. I have makeup on. I came back home with a ton of makeup on my face and I need to take that off. The first thing I use is my Garnier Micellar cleansing water. Amazing stuff. This is scentless, alcohol free, really efficient and really beautiful. I just use like a cotton pad and I just run it all over my skin. It takes off my makeup beautifully. I really love it. I've been using this for the past year and a half and I went through like 4 bottles of it at least because I love it so much. Right now I have like 2 backups in my cupboard upstairs because it's just an essential for me. I love it. And then I know that I still have some makeup off because I don't love rubbing my skin too much with a cotton pad because it can tend to create premature wrinkles and whatnot, and who wants those nasty things. So I go with this Careline cleansing milk. And it's supposed to be, targeted for people with dry, dehydrated, sensitive skin. So it's not too drying. It's not awful on the skin. It is very gentle, actually. I just, take some on the back of my hand with a dry face. I kind of just rub it all over my skin. I can actually use it on my eyes. I don't think that it says not to use it on the eyes. I don't think so. I use it on my eyes, and with a cotton pad, I remove it off of my face. I wash my face, and then I go back with my Dior Gentle Foaming Cleanser just to make sure that everything has been taken off my skin, especially because, as you know, I do wear sunscreen, and sunscreen can tend to clog pores and cause breakouts and whatnot. So I really want to make sure that my skin is as clean as possible, yet without it being dehydrated and dried up. So I love using these 3 products. And then I know that sometimes my skin can tend to be a little bit dry and can have some dry patches. So for me, exfoliating like once or 3 times a week is absolutely essential. I've been using the Clarins Gentle Exfoliator Brightening Toner, and I know that I said that I don't like this, but now I do like it because I use another toner or like hydrating mist afterwards, because this does have alcohol, and alcohol is the worst enemy that I have found my skin to detest. My skin hates alcohol. Alcohol can tend to be really awful. It dries out my skin. It causes it to kind of, create dry patches and all of that awful stuff. So I use it and then I let it kind of soak into my skin for like a few minutes, like a minute or 2. And I go right ahead. I use my MAC Fixed Plus. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a hydrating mist, but it does have like hydrating properties like glycerin or something else. So I just spray my face with it and it feels like it's deactivating the dryness that the Clarins toner has left on my skin. So I really like using them like together. And then I just use my serum. I love the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex number 2. I have a mini size of it, but once I run out of it, I will definitely be buying the full size because it's a very good antioxidant sort of serum. It absorbs quickly into my skin. It feels nice. It doesn't feel like it's dry or too oily or anything like that. It just feels very beautiful on the skin. Finally, I go ahead and I use a heavier moisturizer on my skin because again I do have dehydrated to dry skin. So I use the Dior Hydra Life Pro Youth Silk Cream, which is the heavier kind of the sorbet cream that Dior have. It's really nice at nighttime because it can be a little bit kind of thick. It is rather, I'm gonna show you, it's not the most, milky, watery, moisturizer. It's rather thick, so I love using this at night because it just makes my skin feel very moisturized and beautiful. And lastly, I go right ahead and I moisturize my skin with the Reve Miel by Nuxe. Again, this is just a beautiful lip balm, and I go to sleep. So yeah, this is all of the things that I do both in the morning and at night in terms of skincare. I hope that you liked it, and I hope that you learned a little bit about my skin type and what I do to it and how I kind of try to maintain it looking as healthy, as supple as can be. Thank you all for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me some thumbs up, and if you would like to share with me your skincare secrets and your skincare weapons, leave it in the comments bar down below. And also, if you'd like to watch more videos to come by me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the very next video. Take care and goodbye.